Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so for night one, let's start with the men's Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Showcase match. We have the team of Braun Breaker and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus the Viking Raiders of Minnesota, who should be bringing in El Vikingo, El Hijo, or whatever the hell the dude's name was, and the Alpha Academy.
It's Braun Strowman, by the way.
What did I say? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Right.
I got my bronze mixed up.
Yeah, I was very confused. I was like, he's up there? Okay. Yeah, sounds like it's going to be a good 4-way tornado tag match. Here's the thing. If they do this bullshit where they all have to fucking tag in, that's going to piss me off. But because it's a fucking 4-way tag match, you can't really do that unless it's like one of those, I don't know, they do goofy shit when they do 4-way tag. Anything more than like a 2-team match is always goofy in WWE because they just kind of make the rules up.
Right.
But at the same time, I think this is going to be a good night for the Alpha Academy.
Okay.
Because Otis, first of all, interviewed Otis a few months ago. Fucking awesome dude. Fucking nicest guy. He very, 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 very polite. Very, very into the gimmick. He lives his gimmick very well. And you know, it would be good to see him rewarded, you know, after he got that little push a few years ago during COVID. And then, you know, they kind of pulled him, dialed it back a little bit. But it'd be good to see him and Chad Gable. Chad Gable's fucking deserves a lot more than he's actually gotten for years now. So it'd be good to see them come away with a big dub there.
Okay. What do you got, Cousin Jay?
I'm going with the Street Profits here as much as like it feels like there's a bunch of times where they're thinking about splitting them up. You know, there have been some interviews, and I know that things change all the time, but said like we will not break up. You know, teams tend to break up. You know, we'll just kind of randomly go in our different directions. There's also possibly talk of Chad Gable making a singles push at some point, which is why I'm not thinking Academy. Like, but I'll go with Street Profits. And again, part of that has to do with Montez and Bianca having that show on Hulu.
Oh, that's right.
Part of a thing to help build up Montez more.
I mean, Montez is just he's so fun to watch. He's so athletic.
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber match he was in, he was just fucking incredible. And, you know, it'd be great to see them win too. But, you know, I already made my pick, and I'm not going to change it like somebody else would.
Wait. I'm going to say this just because it's the most, of all the things that WWE could do, the most WWE booking way of doing it, which is how I'm going to predict the entire show. It's going to be Braun Strowman and it's going to be Ricochet. Because you can't have 3 established teams in a match with a makeshift team and expect one of the 3, you know, established teams to beat the makeshift team. So all the years of watching wrestling, Braun Strowman and Ricochet.
So does this end with a 450 off of Braun Strowman's shoulders?
Probably.
Okay.
They'll do something crazy. All right, next one up, we have the 6-woman tag match. Damage Control. Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai going up against the tag team champions for the women's, Becky Lynch and Lita, teaming up with Trish Stratus.
I'm sorry, Becky Lynch and Lita are the tag champions? I didn't see that. I'm sorry. I'm a little behind.
I wish I didn't.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What? I mean, cool for Becky, but Lita? She's like 50. Love Lita. Love her to death. She's one of my favorite wrestlers ever. I thought she was the coolest member of Team Extreme. But, like, what? Yeah. Like, that's very strange. Well, obviously, I mean, since it's not for the titles or anything like that, I mean, they're gonna give Trish Stratus and Lita and Becky the the rub there, and because all three of them are legends of the business at this point. You could put Becky in that category at this point. I really
Agreed
think that you can. And then I want to say Io Sky has tungsten powers because she also met Tungsten. Tungsten is Shohei Ohtani, by the way, for those who aren't cultured. But yeah, just seeing that, knowing that Lita and Becky are the tag champions now, it's like they're not going to lose that match. And I don't think Trish and Lita come out of retirement, well, semi-retirement, to lose. So
you got the tag team champs and the GOAT.
Yep.
Okay. Cousin Jeff.
As much as I'd like to go with Damage Control here, the fact that Lita and Trish have the titles, it does feel very difficult to we're gonna have another tournament or something like that to get new tag champions. You have literally 0 teams names. So I'm gonna go with Trish, Becky, and Lita.
I agree. I think that's a clean sweep from us. Mike Rainey says he's got Damage Control and Trish Stratus turning heel.
Hey man, we haven't seen Trish Stratus as a heel in 20 years. I would actually love to see that. Trish Stratus as a heel was awesome.
Yeah.
She was a bitch.
Yeah.
She fucking ruled. But it was so weird because when she wore that, when she did the LeBron mask thing back in the day, well, she kind of invented it, but she when she wore the mask, because I just saw the A&E doc about their Raw match, and when she took the mask off and used it as a weapon, I'm like, she's so fucking cool.
She's my favorite all time. Of all the female wrestlers, she's my favorite.
It's a good one to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I have to think about that because there's so many good female wrestlers.
Yeah.
Asuka's up there for me. Becky Lynch is up there for me.
I can't argue those.
Trish.
Mickey James.
I mean, there are
Medusa.
a lot of, and then you go to Japan. There's we got Manami Toyota, women like that. I mean, you could we could spend a whole episode on that maybe one day.
Yeah. All right, next match on the docket. We are going to go with the Battle of the Father and Eddie's son.
Is this a custody of Dominic Ladder match part 2?
It's. I was going to go somewhere really dark, but I'm not going to.
Instead of Eddie and Ray, it's Rhea and Ray.
If Vince Russo was there, it would be for the custody of Eddie's estate or his urn or something.
Oh God!
But
yeah,
luckily Vince Russo doesn't write for wrestling anymore. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. Who you guys got?
I think this is Ray went into the Hall of Fame right tonight. He goes into the Hall of Fame tonight. That tells me this is probably his last match, full time. And what better way to go out than on your back? I'm going to rephrase this because this is going to sound very weird. What better way to go out than to give your son his opportunity to become a star? I've been very critical of Dominic Mysterio. He's still very not good in-ring performer.
Agreed.
He's never going to be the problem is he tries to do his dad's moves and he's not built like his dad. No. That's the issue. If you just wrestled his body size, if he wrestled more like Eddie Guerrero than he did Rey Mysterio, he'd be much better off.
Agreed.
So hopefully with Ray out of the picture, I'm just assuming he's going to be done here. With Ray not there anymore, hopefully he doesn't feel the pressure to have to do his dad's moves and that kind of stuff, so he can do his own thing. And once he does his own thing, I think he'll be a very confident hand in the ring. I don't think he'll be a world champion or anything. I don't think he's going to be as popular as Rey Mysterio, as with kids or anything like that. But I think he can be a solid hand for years to come if he just does his own thing. And I think this will be good start for him to start doing that as his father, decides to wind down his career.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Cousin Jay.
This one is I think the toughest thing coming to a conclusion, because there are some rumors out there that this is going to continue beyond WrestleMania, and Triple H apparently talked Rey Mysterio into staying with the company for a little bit longer. Originally, the idea was this was going to be the last match. Clearly, Rey does not have a ton of time left.
Right.
But, just seeing how hot that crowd got and how Dominic got punched. Apparently Triple H has a strong affinity towards Dominic. Dom, and I guess I'll go with Rey winning the match, but Dom and beating him down after. Maybe some spooky pals come in.
Spooky pals.
Spooky
Yeah.
pals.
Spooky pal Rhea and spooky pal Damian Priest. Probably going to be interfering.
Probably. And we might get spooky demon Finn Balor.
Ooh. We haven't seen spooky demon in a while.
I think it's gonna be Dom. I think Dom's gonna end up winning this one. I still think they could still do something about it, but I think that this is Dominic's chance. They have to make up for their loss last year when they lost. No, was that 2 years ago? No, it was last year. I'm sorry, when they lost to The Miz and Logan Paul last year.
Right.
So I think Dom is on the rise. Rey's, like you said, he's in the Hall of Fame tonight. Dominic Mysterio goes over.
Okay.
Speaking of Logan Paul.
Oh.
Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins.
Wow. I can't think of a more annoying match on a fucking card. Two most annoying dudes I can think of being in the ring together. So Logan Paul's got some weird crypto thing going on where he's gonna be in big trouble and they're still kind of pushing him. It's kind of weird. But he's proven himself to be a capable professional wrestler, very much so.
Best buckshot lariat in the business.
Yeah, I mean, everything he does looks like he's been doing this for a long time. Just a natural athlete, just very gifted. And Seth Rollins, he's not really doing anything right now, so might as well throw him in a match with him and build that up and all that stuff. And I don't know, I just think Logan Paul is just gonna win. It just seems inevitable, and they position him as a big attraction in the company, kind of like a Brock Lesnar, except way less cool. So, I mean, it just feels like that's where they go with them. I mean, they bring him in for the big stuff, and I think he's gonna win. I mean, he's just he's got that following outside of wrestling, but at the same time, he's a competent professional wrestler, like I said. So it doesn't piss me off that he's gonna win in that aspect.
Yep.
It pisses me off that he's a fucking douchebag and he gets to fucking live this awesome life, even though he's a piece of shit. But I mean, other than that, but in the business aspect of it, I think he wins.
Okay.
Cousin Jay.
I'll go with Seth Rollins here, and I think they've actually done a decent job building this up. Just starting with Royal Rumble, and then all the little bits that they've done here and there along the way. And I think they're going to have a great match. I think it's going to be. Not going to say it's the best match of the weekend, but it might be one of them.
Okay. I agree with the match. It's going to be.
No, it's going to be a great wrestling match.
It's just a shame it's not going to be the curtain jerker like it was supposed to be. But it's fine. It's fine. I know I'm going to be thoroughly entertained. Almost Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn last year entertained. But like Jeff said, Logan Paul has really shown himself in this ring to be able to hold with the best. I mean, him and Roman had a hell of a match for the title.
Yeah.
They did.
But I'm Jay, I'm going with you. I got to say it's going to be Seth Rollins. I don't know what it is. Any other time when it is a celebrity that's getting in the ring, I would say yes, the celebrity's 99 times out of 100 going to win this match. But Logan Paul's on a WWE contract, so he's very capable of losing. He's lost before. Seth kind of needs this win more than Logan Paul does. So,
yeah, I mean he does. Don't get me wrong. I mean Seth Rollins has kind of not done much since his last title reign. So
right. Agreed. All right. Speaking of not doing very well as a face, terrible segue. Charlotte Flair defends the Women's Championship of SmackDown against Rhea Ripley of the Spooky Pals.
Please, for the love of God, Rhea, please fucking win. I am so fucking sick of Charlotte Flair. Everyone is so sick of Charlotte Flair. It's like, dude, we get it. We want you. You guys want her to win 16 fucking times since you be like her dad. You didn't need to do it within like a 7-year span, okay? Like, I mean, like, what does it say about her that she's lost the title? Like, what is she at now? 11?
14.
14.
What the fuck? 14?
Jeff, she's gonna surpass her father before she hits 40.
She could be like a 32-time champion. She's gonna like double it up on him. So,
but I don't think Rick would have it any other way. He'd want his daughter to be the one to surpass.
No, I think no, absolutely. I mean, I don't think Rick's mad about it. It's just like, but you just inundated us with her for years, for the last decade. It's like, holy fuck, dude. Like,
yes,
there's other women on this roster. Rhea Ripley is awesome. Awesome interview, by the way. Great interview with her. I had a few months back. Never got around to posting those, though. I mean, circumstances got in the way. But, Rhea was, I think I did talk to her about potentially, something like this happening for her. Mm-hmm. So, I think she has to win this. I mean, like, she's in a position where, she needs to be the next big thing. She's got the unique look. She's got the power. She's got all the moves. She's still very young, so they could push her for a while. So I think Rhea Ripley should win this match. Now, how many times I fucking said that and Charlotte Flair is like, woo, figure eight, do the bridge. Oh, no, she tapped in like 4 seconds again. Oh, but who the fuck knows? But I want Rhea Ripley to win. I want Rhea Ripley to win, so I'm going to go with her.
Cousin Jay.
I'm going with Rhea. They have built her up so much, and, of the Spooky Pals, like, they finally figured out a way to kind of book them, and I think Rhea wins. And, yeah.
I agree. I think it's a clean sweep. She needs to have this win. She needs to get her retribution for when she lost to Charlotte in the one fan Wrestlemania COVID Mania. She needs to get her redemption match, and I think it happens this year. I'm sorry. Rhea Ripley wins tomorrow.
Okay.
The match that I'm sure a bunch of people are really excited for. The United States Championship match between Jeff's favorite wrestler, Austin Theory, and I don't know who his opponent was. I couldn't see who it was when they posted the picture.
Do you guys hear that?
So we have Austin Theory versus John Cena, United States Championship match. What do you guys got?
What? God damn it. So I'm laughing my ass off Monday night when I'm scrolling through Twitter because I didn't watch Raw or anything like that. I'm scrolling through Twitter and I see this fucking shuckle fuck, Austin Theory, cutting a promo in an empty arena about how he's going to fucking beat John Cena. I'm like, did they really not have any faith in this fucker that he has to cut a promo in an empty arena? Like, seriously? Like, even I'm like, okay, that's a little harsh even for him. Like, I mean, like, that was just so mind-blowingly awkward to me. That said, I have a theory. John Cena is going to win.
Okay.
And he will hold that title hostage until SummerSlam.
Okay. I like it. What do you
All
got,
right.
Cousin Jay?
I'm going with Austin Theory here. He's going to use all sorts of chicanery and all sorts of like nefarious tactics. So I'm going with Theory here, and you know him getting the rub. They kept on kind of putting this match off until Theory had kind of gotten up to a certain level. And Jeff, when I saw the empty arena thing, as much as like I was similar mindset of like, wow, they don't have a lot of faith in him in front of a crowd. I was like, well, this is something different, so I'll take that. And talking about, oh, I don't need people. I'll promo with nobody in the arena, and I thought it was
He threw it
an
back
interesting way to do it, but
he's throwing it back to the Thunderdome days. That's what he was doing.
right. Yeah.
I like what Chris Brown said. Cena going to squash that piss ant motherfucker like a bug and then drop it on Raw to someone more deserving. Why isn't Chris Brown part of WWE Creative? Because I love that idea.
Actually, that's a very, very good. That'd be a very good choice. If Triple H and Vince didn't fucking love Theory.
And Tim mentioning that he thinks maybe US Open Challenge, and Jay White comes out, and this is how they debut Jay White on Monday.
And have him beat John Cena? Ooh.
Have that Kiwi beat him for the US title? Oh man, he'd be a heel real quick.
All I'm gonna say is Austin Theory last year lost to Pat McAfee, who not only was an NFL player, unlike Baron Corbin, but he was a punter. Nothing against McAfee. McAfee's a GOAT. But Theory's going to go from losing to McAfee to beating John Cena? No. John Cena gets the win because roses are red, violets are blue. No matter how many finishers Austin Theory hits Cena with, he's still going to kick out at 2 because he's John Cena.
And then he'll die with the FU.
And apparently the main event. It's the Usos. It is the Drake's duo. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, Usos, Undisputed Tag Team Championships. What do you guys got?
So juicy. So juicy. I mean, culmination of a huge storyline of, a year now? So, obviously, good choice for a main event of Saturday night. That said, the Usos have had the tag titles for a billion years. But I think that becomes a precursor to what happens on Sunday night as well. So I think the Usos end up losing this match and that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens get their big-time best friend buddy title run that they've always wanted, that everyone's always wanted to see, even though we've seen them fight each other about 5 billion times and team up and break up about 5 billion times throughout the last 20 years or so in multiple promotions. But I think it's time to do that. And, Sami Zayn has had the best year of his career. He deserves something big like this. Everyone thought he was going to be in the main event against Roman Reigns. And honestly, if Cody Rhodes wasn't there, he would be. But I think it'd be a good thing for them to become the undisputed tag team champions, and maybe hold them for a while. I don't know how long of a reign they could actually have, because there's so many great tag teams in WWE. So I mean, I think it's just time for that. It's also time for the Usos to kind of like do something else too. You know what I mean? Not saying like break the bloodline up or anything like that, but maybe like do some other feuds, do some single stuff. We were able to see a lot of that when I forget which one was fucking injured.
Jimmy.
Jay was injured.
Jimmy
was injured. Yeah.
Because Jay became the right hand man. He also won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Yeah, that's right. And then you got Solo, and they can kind of do a huge thing, maybe attribute the 3-minute warning at some point. So I don't know. But I think it's time for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens to, have that culmination, that big moment for them both in their career, because, their careers have paralleled ever since they started.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I dig it. What do you got, Cousin Jay?
I agree. Owens and Zayn need to win here. You've had the dissension in the ranks between the Usos lately, and I think it's time to get the titles off them.